What's going on? We back with the Boxing Clinic and more. It's your boy CJ Goodfella grinding. And if you don't know, like the name for you, we do more than boxing. That's where the and more kick in at. Make sure you check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All the links in the description. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and smash the subscribe button. And it's time for us to talk about Kanye West. I'm gonna keep it PG-13, G rated, all right? Because of the platform that I am on. And there's a couple things to talk about Kanye West about, okay? He had this album coming out, Yandy, whatever it was. I haven't listened to Kanye probably since 808 Heartbreak or Watch the Throne. He did with Jay-Z about that one, all right? And most of the brothers that I know from Chicago don't even claim Kanye West anymore. And a lot of people, since he got with the Kardashians, don't even know who he is. And I think the downfall with Kanye West, to get off topic for a minute, it comes with dying his mother, trying to find himself. And even Jay-Z has distanced himself versus Kanye West. Well, Kanye West he's done a couple things lately, okay? And on top of that, he pushed that album back. But he's done a couple things. He's been seen spotted wearing Make America Great hat on again. And then also, he had a Colin Kaepernick shirt on again, okay? Trying to play both sides, whatever the situation may be. All right. Went on Saturday Night Live talking about it's in the works that they're trying to abolish the 13th Amendment. The 13th Amendment is what abolished slavery from what I read. Okay. And what I know. And he's trying to say that they should get, prison workers to do some type of manual labor or some crazy stuff. Okay. And obviously, he's tight with Trump, and he's not the only one of black descent that's been, Black Americans that's been tight with Trump. You have Floyd Mayweather that was tight with Donald Sterling, who was tight with Trump. You have Steve Harvey, who worked for Trump, who apparently wants to replace Steve Harvey on his show with Kelly Clarkson. I don't know how true that was. You had Ray Lewis that was rubbing elbows with Trump. Jim Brown, who was as black as can be back in the day, rubbing shoulders with Trump, trying to get black people to get behind Trump. Obviously, in my opinion, they were paid off. Okay, but it's time, man. It's time. A lot of people want to talk about it's time to take a stance. It's time to be black. It's time to boycott. It's time to move as one. This is what we need to do. But you look back on it, black people are back shopping at H&M. I don't go to the mall a lot, but I walk through the mall and I see a plethora of black people shopping at H&M. I see a whole bunch of people, these families, the kids get shot. These families go away. They get paid off and people forget. I mean, there's no more. How can I say it? Black people are the most forgetful people on the planet. One day we marching about Trayvon Martin. We marching about the people being killed, the kid in Minnesota, or the guy in Minnesota, the kid in right outside St. Louis, Missouri, I believe. The guy out there in California, the guy in New York right before he about to get married, the guy that got choked out for Newport 100 selling Lucy's in New York. I mean, we tend to forget, okay? We tend to really, really forget a lot, okay? And people, on page, they claim to be pro-black. They claim to be for the black communities. They claim to be this and that, all right? They on here talking about, I can't wait till the Kanye West album come out and fighting tooth and nails. But you see what he's doing, though. He's no longer himself. He's no longer himself. And for him, before we get to the second part of this video, for him to even don and Making America Great hat again, it's his prerogative, okay? But what I don't like is somebody that tries to play both sides. Somebody that people think, oh, Kanye is so smart that we just don't understand him. No, he's just crazy. He's gone. When his mother left and he got with the Kardashians, he's a lost soul. Okay? And it ain't no helping him, man. It ain't no helping him. People wear his weird clothes, his weird shoes, whatever. That's you. But don't come to me talking about you for the cause, you down what black people need to do, and you supporting this shit that he doing right here. Anybody that's pulling, wearing what he wearing and saying what he's saying, I can't be a part of it, brother or no brother. I will not be a part of that. I will not wear his shoes. I will not wear nothing that he wears. I will not listen to any of his current music. I will not buy his music. Okay, that's the number one issue here. People obviously see this dude is not the same guy he once was when he came out. Even in his music, even though I know Kanye West never wrote raps, really, he never really wrote raps. He was a producer And his raps was so whack that Rockefeller only wanted his beats. They didn't want him to be a rapper. So he dubbed the kid from Chicago, Rhymefest, who actually beat Eminem in the Hip Hop Olympics. The Rap Olympics, excuse me. And he wrote a lot of the music for Kanye. He ghostwrote for Kanye. He wrote Jesus Walks. Look him up, Rhymefest. He wrote that stuff. You know, he's got tweets talking about how lost, around the time Kanye went off scripts, how lost Kanye was. Okay? He talks about that. And, you know, then you heard, right around, I can't remember his albums in order. With Yeezus is when I was like, you know what? I'm done with it. I don't understand it. But it's people that try to be like, you know, oh yeah, I understand where you come. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You know, and people just think it's fine and dandy. It's like a toddler doing something that people say, oh, that's cute. Look at little JJ, he cussing, putting the middle finger. No, it's not cute for Kanye. You know, it's not good for Kanye. You know, anybody can't see this dude is lost. You can look in his eyes right here. That's not him. That's on some get out type of stuff right there. That's not the Kanye that you could look in his face, remember when he first came out. It had to do with his mother dying. You know, then it had to do with something with the Kardashians, whatever the situation may be. You know, and now he also wants to bring Colin Kaepernick and Donald Trump together to talk about the whatever they got going on with the kneeling. And he's talking about prison reform and stuff of that nature. Who dubbed you that guy? Okay. You know what I'm saying? It just seemed like they went down the pecking order. Like Trump asked 50 Cent to get out there and endorse him and perform for some money. 50 Cent was like, I'm not doing it. He said, you know, all money ain't good money. So 50 Cent declined to try to help Donald Trump get the black vote. Okay. Same thing. They just went down the pecking order. They knew they couldn't get Jay. They knew they couldn't get Nas. They knew they tried to probably get M, and M turned around and said, nah, F that. They went down the pecking order of black rappers they can get to endorse Donald Trump and black people. They got the Ray Lewis. They got the Jim Brown. They got the Steve Harvey. They got the Kanye West. Like I say, man, sometimes, man, money ain't everything. Sometimes having a peace of mind and standing on your principles is really, really what you need. And a lot of people don't have principles. A lot of what the OJ say, what people do for money. You know, money, money, money. I'll kill your own brother. It's real, man. And some people let money control and contaminate their minds, and it could take you to a place that is beyond return. You know, simple as you doing all the overtime you can. You giving up your body, your soul. You giving up your nutrition. You giving up your youth. You staying open. You aging yourself. You getting gray hairs. Money ain't everything, man. It ain't. You don't have to have everything. And Kanye West obviously sold out. You know, maybe he was in a fetal position. He was in a real fetal position when his mom died and he was looking to clutch on. He lost himself. And if people can't look at this picture and look how lost that is, that dude look like a soulless body right there. This is the same people that was preaching black, black, black that come from a historically black city like Chicago right now. That was preaching black, black, black. That came from nothing. That came from scraping. That came to hustling his beats, auditioning for auditioning for Jay. Had the hunger in his mind. Had the hunger in his soul. Had the hunger in his belly. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that was so black. Somebody that was so proud to be from Chicago. Somebody that people from Chicago was so proud to have. I mean, listen to his music. It went from, you know, him rapping about all the mistakes he made. You know, about how he dropped out in college, okay? To different stuff. His music just drastically changed. And people try to change with the artist, man. And you can't. I mean, I couldn't change with him. Nothing that he's doing right now gravitates me towards Kanye West. Okay? Nothing. But you still people out here that's supporting him, saying, I'm looking forward to his music. I'm looking forward to this new music. And it's trash. He's trashing the black community, and it's still black people that will support him blindly. But yet again, these same black people that choose to support Kanye West in the black community, these same people, okay, these same exact people will not support somebody that's doing something positive, will not get behind a positive movement. You know, that's real stuff. They won't do it. They will go support somebody that has not the best interest in their people, not the best interest for their area, not the best interest for the community. It's like blacks are backwards. We would support the negativity. We would support the trash and the trash they put out here. And people remember this for a minute, but 6, 7, 8 years later, they'll forget Kanye West did this until he pop his head out again. And they okay with it. I'm not okay with it. Will not wear a pair of Yeezys. Will not support Kanye West. Even if he was on the side of the road, he was fucked up. He had a bottle for change. I wouldn't help him, man. I wouldn't help him. Jay-Z separated himself from him. You know, they just doing too much crazy stuff. And he really believes that Colin Kaepernick will go to the White House and talk to Donald Trump. Do you remember when, do people remember when, how can I say it? Do people remember when Meek Mill wanted Donald Trump invited Meek Mill to the White House to talk about prison reform, and Jay-Z immediately called Meek Mill and said, "Nah, homie, don't do it." So you think Colin Kaepernick, who plugged in, and I'm pretty sure he's talked to Jay-Z or some type of nature, because Jay-Z was offered to do the Super Bowl last year, he turned it down. Okay, you know, just off the strength of what the NFL was doing. So you believe that Colin Kaepernick would even go to that White House to talk about Trump after what he said? You know, and at the White House, what would be at the White House for Colin Kaepernick? What could be said that out of Colin Kaepernick's mouth where Donald Trump can understand that? Nothing can be said. Nothing can be said. You know, nothing that Donald Trump would want to do could be done. So where is he getting this from? You know, and that's why he's trying to is that why he's wearing that Make America Great hat again in the Colin Kaepernick shirt? He's trying to be the bridge between Colin Kaepernick and Donald Trump. Well, that's a big bridge. It's going to take centuries to build that bridge, in my opinion. Centuries to build that bridge. It's going to take years to build that bridge. You know, and is it about his CD that's coming out? It could be. Him going on Saturday Night Live? It could be. It could be about his CD. It could be about his music, you know. You know, any rapper out there, you know, Pusha T and whoever it is. How can you accept music from a guy like this? You know, if you're not for the cause, you're not pro-black, or you just don't care about the situation, you live in Gucci lavish, you swimming in millions, and you just care about yourself, fine and dandy. But how can you go back and tell, you know, your community, or go back and tell your fan base, your black fan base, that you care about them, you for the cause, and F Donald Trump and all this, but you buying beats from a guy who's pro Donald Trump? And I don't have an issue with Donald Trump. Some of the things he's done, absolutely. I understand, you know, what he's doing and what he's done to this country. That is what it is. What the Rick Ross said, you have to destroy to rebuild the right way. And I don't really care about what's going on. It's always been effed up. 80s, effed up. 90s was effed up. It's always been bad times. You know what I'm saying? What he's doing to me, doing for me, not doing nothing for me, not doing nothing to hurt me. I'm gonna continue to do what I do and move the way I move. So it's not about him, but it's about a brother who's lost, and how can you support somebody that support the other side? That's just what it is. You can't tell me that that's natural. And Swiss Beats, I like what Swiss Beats say. He said we not mad at Kanye. Yeah, we are, bro. We are mad at him for wearing that hat and trying to and making him look like a fool. And making us look weak. Kanye West did not. Hold on, let's just go ahead and say it. Kanye West does not. He's not representing the black community, man. I'll tell you that right now. Kanye West ain't been black for a long time, bro. Okay, right around that way, he lost himself, man. And I'm gonna pray for the brother. Much blessings going his way. Just wanted to address it, man. But yeah, you know, it's strange. And then he comes out here and tries to check Nick Cannon and Drake about his wife, and Drake dropped some type of diss or something like that, and it seemed like he had snapped back to himself or whatever it may be. But I just find it a little bit funny as soon as he come out with an album. You know, as soon as he comes out with an album, okay. You know, he started all this controversial stuff, okay. You know, he started talking all this type of stuff. He talking. You know, I find it very, very intriguing. I find it very, very crazy, and it's just for album sales, I believe. But he do what he do, man. I won't support him. Never have really in a long time, but it's the Boxing Clinic and more. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All the links in the description. If you want to donate, the PayPal link is in the description. Shout out to everybody that support what we doing over here. We do more than boxing, football, basketball, music, entertainment, current events, politics. Check out our Raw Uncut podcast. We talk about a lot of different topics other than boxing. The link's in the description. Just download the free Castbox app and download it. And we're going to be recording some really, really new episodes, talking about all types of things, really, really raw, X-rated, not for kids' ears, TBC and more. Your boy Goodfella. We gone.